Y'all listen to this. What's up, YouTube? Your boy is back. It's Dashunt, man. I know a lot of people been asking me about my car, so I'm finally gonna do a full breakdown of all the mods and how much they cost, like each mod. And at the end of the video, I'm also gonna tell y'all how much I paid for the entire car. I bought it cash, and I'm also gonna tell y'all like any future mods I want to get for the car. Yeah, that sound like a good idea to me. So sorry I was kind of interrupted, but like I was saying, I'm gonna try to tell y'all like any future mods I want for the car, any ideas I have for the car, also how much I paid for it. I'm gonna try to take my time and explain to you guys like how I feel about it, like the price, like was it worth it or not. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button for me, and follow me on all platforms. I will put that in the description. I might put it at the end of the video because I'm not really I won't say I'm a perfect person at this, but try my best. So the first thing I want to explain to you guys is the raxxiom tail lights. I got these from American Muscle. These, I think they smoked. Yeah, they smoked. So they smoked raxxiom tail lights. I installed them myself. And when I saw these, y'all, when I saw these on American Muscle, I was like, I just had to get it. I had to get it, man. They look way better than the stock tail lights, in my opinion. So this happened to be one of my favorite mods I got in the car. It's the aftermarket tail lights. It's like it came sequential, so I didn't have to pay extra to get the sequential phase on here. So let me turn on a signal light so I can kind of give y'all idea what I'm talking about. Dang, I might have to do it at night. I might have to turn the car around so I can actually show y'all guys how the sequential lights go. But I'm guessing it's the way I'm facing right now, and the sun's still up, so y'all can't see it. But the tail lights, man, they fire. So yeah, when I got these tail lights, man, I seen them on American Muscles. I was like, I just had to have it. I just had to. These mugs are fire. I mean, just look at the color on them. They blend in perfect, like with the color of my car. So yeah, that's one of the things I got. So I want y'all to guess how much I paid for the raxxiom tail lights. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Guess how much I paid for the raxxiom tail lights. I paid a whopping $450. Yep. So these raxxiom tail lights right here, they retail at $450. But I definitely would recommend them because this happened to be one of my favorite models. I know it's kind of expensive, but I definitely would recommend those. So the second thing I got right after that was I got this deck lid right here. It's a black deck lid, and it's like all it does is it's like adhesive and it sticks onto the car. And I just happen to like the style of it. Like, I'm not for sure what it's called, but I like how it has like these little lines right here. And this happened to be like the second thing I seen on American Muscle, and I was like, right after I got the tail lights, I had to have that too. It blends in perfect with the car, y'all. Blends in perfect with the car. It looks great, man. It looks good. That is something. If you get aftermarket tail lights, I would definitely recommend going ahead and just go ahead and get the deck lid, my boy. Go ahead and get the deck lid, my boy. Oh yeah, and another thing I meant to tell y'all about the tail lights is when I got them. So the tail lights, I happened to get these at the beginning of the year, around March of this year. So around income tax time. So yeah, guys. It's not like I just blew a bag on them. If I were you, I'll wait till like around income tax time when y'all had like extra money and just go ahead and buy it. I got that, and I got the back deck lid. I got them both together. And the back deck lid, guess how much that costs? Go ahead and put in the comments. Guess how much that costs? So the back deck lid retail price is at $150. Which to me, it is a little overpriced in my opinion. The reason I say that because all it does is adhesive to the car, but it's made of really good quality. It's not like cheap plastic. It's hard plastic right here. And it's like no chips or nothing, so it is good quality. But for $150, I would say I think should be. I think a good price for the back deck lid would have been like around $70 in my opinion. But no, We paid the 150 and we got it on the Mustang. And it looks great, man. I love it. To this day, even when I first got it, to this day, I still love it. You feel me? Okay, moving on to the next thing. So the next thing we happen to get is one of the most important things on a Mustang. Everybody know what it is, and that's your exhaust. This happened to be like one of the first mods that everyone gets on their car, no matter what it is. Cause you know the exhaust is one of the main things you're gonna hear all day long when you're driving. So I recommend getting the exhaust anyway, cause that's gonna be one of the things you're gonna hear all the time. You might well get something you love to hear while you drive, you feel me? So I got the Pypes True Dual Exhaust with the it got the little symbol at the top, so that's a nice little touch for me. So yeah, this is the Pypes True Dual Exhaust. I got it from American Muscle, and I happened to get this mod the second month I bought the car. So I got this. That's like one of the first mods I actually got, because I really just bought the tail lights and headlights this year. I had the car for 2 years. So the Pypes exhaust is one of the first thing I happened to get on the car, and still to this day I really love it. I love the exhaust, man. It sounds beautiful, it looks beautiful, it's just fire, you feel me? But yeah, definitely would recommend the Pypes True Dual Exhaust. It's a catback exhaust, which means it goes all the way from the Cadillac converters all the way back to the it's the whole system. And it's mid muffler, so there's no mufflers. I don't know if I can see it. Let me see if I can get under it. It's mid mufflers, y'all. Can't really see. There's no mufflers in the back. The muffler is in the middle. So it's a mid muffler exhaust. And I also make sure y'all stay to the end, because I'm gonna tell y'all something that I want to add to the exhaust. I'm not gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it at the end of the video when I sum it up. But yeah, I definitely like the exhaust. It's a mid muffler True Dual exhaust, and guess how much I paid for this? Just guess. This happened to be one of the most expensive things I paid for the car so far, but I mean, that's something you expect, right? Because it is the whole exhaust. But for the whole exhaust, I paid $700. Yep, y'all heard me, $700. And that's not even including the installation or anything. I think the installation only cost like $150 or $200, I'm not mistaken. But yep, I spent $700 on the exhaust. So that's happened to be one of my favorite mods of the car that I happen to spend the most money on, but I love it. I love the exhaust, man. So the next thing I got is dealing with the wheels. I got the Power Stop, the Z26 rotor and brake kit. Yeah, Power Stop Z26 rotor and brake kit. It's the whole system. I got them for the rear and the front. Well, I got the rotor and brake kit, or I got the rotor and brake kit for the rear and the front, and I only got the calipers for the back, if that makes sense. It's kind of I told y'all like the light, so I kind of got to zoom in, see if y'all can see it. There y'all go. Y'all can see the little lines on the wheels and the caliper. It all blends in. It's nice to me. But yeah, I happen to see these on American Muscle. I think I got this the second year. Yeah, the second year I got this. So I happen to see these on American Muscle because I was planning on upgrading my rotors, like my rotors anyway, because the old ones I had was really bad. So this was actually something I needed to upgrade with. I decided to go ahead and get the Power Stop Z26, the rotor and brake kit. And let me tell, this is one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. This thing is amazing, man. These are amazing. The reason I say that is because the old one I had just felt real bad, and it made like a loud noise every time I stopped and everything. But this one, it's like super quiet and it's smooth. So I definitely love these. This is something I definitely would recommend y'all to get. And for the rotors, just for the rotors and brake kit for all 4 wheels, I spent $460. Yep, $460, y'all, for the rotors and brake kit for all 4 wheels. I say that's a good deal because I know some stuff is expensive, but for like all 4 wheels, that's a great deal. Actually, that's a real good deal. Now the calipers, on the other hand, just the that's about 2 calipers, and both of those together cost $280. That's a great deal. $280 for the real calipers, y'all. Y'all heard it from me first. Now let's go to the next mod. So yeah, one of my next favorite mods of the car happens to be this OBD2 reader. And the reason for that is because I use this, I look at this way more than I actually look at my own gauge on the car. Cause it's like so convenient. It's way convenient. I love it. And it got like different interfaces you can change too. See, look, watch me rev it up. I like the interfaces. It's fire. You can change it to what you want. You can add what you want on there. Look at that. Hold on, let me try to zoom in. But yeah, you can add what you want on there. Water temperature, the air to fuel rate. I don't know if that's like actually correct, but the volts, all that, man. And mainly I keep it on this setting because I'm always looking at my fuel level, the tachometer, and the speed, the water temp. I say the water temp a little bit because sometimes it does get hot. The good thing about this, when your water temps or like other gauges go too high or too low, it'll turn red and it'll flash and it'll let you know. So that's another reason I'm always looking at this. I look at this way more than I look at my gauge, like I just said, because this thing is definitely convenient. Also, it comes with a 0 to 60 time, a 0 to 60 car time. Yeah, 0 to 60 track time, and I think a 1/4 mile track time. And I tested out a couple of times. I might do another one on here to let y'all see it. But yeah, it's very convenient. And that didn't really cost that much. For this OBD2 gauge, it only costs 70 bucks. Yep, there you go. So this is definitely worth the money. It only costs 70 bucks and it's super convenient because I'm always looking at this. I'm never looking at this. I rarely ever look at this, y'all. And I know my check engine light on, that's because I got a, it's a long story, but nothing's wrong with the car, trust me, y'all. So the next thing we're gonna go to, y'all, is the Bama tune. This happened to be the second thing I got on the car, right along with the pipes exhaust. I had got this too. And this definitely gonna be one of the first or second mods beside the exhaust that I know y'all guys gonna get for y'all Mustang. And I'm gonna say it is worth the money, but a lot of people are right. Sometimes you can't really notice the difference. Only when it's cool outside. When it's cool outside, then you definitely gonna notice the difference. Cause this mug pull hard. And the price on this, yeah, that's right. Y'all guess the price on this. Guess how much this cost. This mug was expensive. This cost 415 bucks. Yep, 415 bucks. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I recommend the Bama tune, but I don't recommend the price. I definitely would recommend the price. But it really does come in handy because you can switch it. The gas, I can switch the gas. I can switch mine to 93 or 87 at any given time. So if I want to use 87 gas, I can switch it. Regular gas base, I can switch it. But if I want to use premium gas, I can switch it to that too. So that's another con about the Bama performance tune. Now it's time to move on to the next mod. I want y'all to go ahead and guess what I'm about to say. I'm pretty sure y'all already know what I'm about to say because most likely every Mustang owner has one. And yep, there you go. So right after I got the Bama tune and the exhaust, you got to get you a cold air intake. KIA. You got to get you a cold air intake. Mine's kind of dirty, man. I haven't cleaned this thing. Literally, I haven't cleaned this since I got it, and I had it for 2 years, which is bad. But I'm definitely gonna clean it up. Don't worry about the car. I'm definitely gonna clean the engine bay one of these days. I'm just being lazy. But it still works like perfectly. You can hear it. I mean, it works perfectly fine. The BBK air intake happened to be one of my, I say, third favorite mods because it really does work. In my opinion, this definitely works. Now, if you put this with the BBK, with the Bama tune, then yeah, the Bama tune will be worth it because you really gonna need something like this to pump more power out your car. So I can say that the Bama tune just not like how bad I made it with the price. I think that the price is just way overpriced. But the BBK cold air intake definitely is a must buy. And guess how much I spent for this? For the BBK cold air intake, I spent $310. Yep, $310 for the BBK cold air intake. So the next thing I bought was the Demon Coil Pack, and I bought that like 6 months after I got the first 3 mods. Didn't really make a big difference. That did make the car feel a little smoother and idle a little better. And I think the price wasn't too bad, so that's the reason I got it. For the Demon Coil Pack, it was $100. Yep. So the Demon Coil Pack was $100, and that happened to be a good deal, so I just grabbed it. Even though I say the power difference is not that much, but you can feel it the way when your car idles and it drives a little smoother, even with the crank up time. Now it's time to go on to the next thing. I know y'all can kind of see it. Now this is definitely an overpriced, the most overpriced thing I bought for the Mustang is what I'm about to tell y'all right now. So don't go crazy on me in the comments. But I got these LED, Oracle LED headlights. Y'all can see right there. I got these Oracle LED headlights, and guess how much I paid for them? Guess how much I paid for them? Oracle headlights, I paid $200. Yes, I know, man. $200 for some headlights. It's just the bulb. It's not even like the whole, it's not the whole headlight. I'm talking about just the bulb, just the LED bulbs. I paid $200. And that's one of the most things I regret buying, like mod I bought for the whole car. I don't know why I did it. I just happened to go on American Muscle and seen the first set of bulbs. They kept saying like it's the best ones, and it was the highest priced ones and the best bulbs that last forever. So I don't know, man. I just bought it. Which is another thing. I always don't get too anxious to buy stuff on American Muscle and buy car mods, because you will find yourself just buying stuff just because, and then after a while you be like, why did I buy that? That's how I felt after I bought the bulbs. But they do work perfect because they just LED bulbs. Of course they do. They work perfect. They bright, which is what they supposed to do. I could have got it for $60. I could have got the same set for $60 and another set for $30. I could have got it for $30, but no, I decided to get the $200 bucks, which is something I definitely regret. So I wouldn't do that again, y'all. Trust me, I wouldn't do that again. But yeah, the bulbs, I wouldn't get. Now it's time to go back to the wheels, because I just realized it's a main thing that I just missed. I told y'all about the power stop, the Z26, rotor and brake kits that I bought, but I forgot to tell y'all about the spacers. So my bad, we gotta go back. So the next thing I bought when I happened to get the rotors and the brakes was the spacers. I bought spacers for the rear and the front wheels. And the spacers, I mean, they actually look good, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The spacers actually look good. So I bought 2-inch spacers for the back, and for the front it's 1.5-inch spacers. So I bought 1.5-inch spacers for the front and 2-inch spacers for the back. And if you kind of look at it from this angle, you can kind of tell. See, can y'all tell? And it looks nice. Let me go back. It looks nice. So that's another mod that I actually really like, because it makes the wheels like a little spread out. It gives you a little bit more traction also, I mean, it gives you a little bit more traction also, because it spreads the wheels out a little bit more. And I happen to get these like the same times I got the rotors and the brake kits, like the power stop brake kits, that was a good deal, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So that was a good deal. And guess how much I paid for the spacers? For the spacers, I paid $170. Yep. So it's like $80 for the back and $60 for the front, or something like that. I'm not gonna, don't quote me on that, but it was something like that. And I mean, I say that was worth the money. I feel like that was worth the money, because it's only spacers. They could have dropped it like a good $20 or $30. I would have took it. But you know, it is what it is. I like it. I like how the way the car sits. And yeah, man, I love it. I love it. So I get a lot of questions about these. A lot of people talk about them. I had these spacers on my Mustang for a whole year, and they did just fine, y'all. They didn't come off. The bolts haven't unscrewed or loosened. The wheels are not off track. nothing happened. They like perfectly fine. If you install the spacers right, listen, if you install the spacers right, then you'll have no problem. Unless you get a defect, I mean, that can always happen. So you can't really blame a defect on like the product itself. So your defects are always gonna happen, but the spacers I got, they work just fine. They haven't cracked. They still real tight to the wheel, and I love it. And I'm also not like a track user, so I can't say for track use. I don't know, 'cause I heard for track use, if you abuse your wheels and stuff a lot, then it may be a problem. But me, I'm on the highway and I'm hitting 100 a lot. So I don't know if that's track use, but it never fell off or untightened or anything. So I say the spacers is definitely another good deal. And that is something I recommend if you want your car, just the wheels to spread out a little bit more and just to look a little nicer for the stock wheel, because all these are stock wheels. For the stock wheels, then I would definitely recommend that. Now we at the end of the video, and now it's time for me to tell y'all how much I spent in all. So I want y'all to guess how much did I spend in total. Well, really, y'all don't have to guess. All you have to do is go back and add it up. But yep, I spent around $3,300 on mods on my car. For the last 2 years, I spent $3,300 on all the mods I have for my car. Which is, when I think about it, I'm like, God damn, I spent a lot. And I really did. You wouldn't think that, because if you spend it like over time, like 500 here, 500 there, 5, that shit, all of it adds up. I had it for 2 years, almost going on 3. So I mean, I had my car for a while, so I feel like that's a respectable price, right? Even though it is expensive. But yeah, for all the miles on my car, to round it up, I spent $3,300 on the Mustang. Now it's time to tell y'all how much I spent for the actual Mustang, which is a great deal. I had to give it. I had the money in my pocket at the time, so I said, F it, let's go do it. I spent $5K for this Mustang, cash, $5K cash. That's what I'm talking about. And look what I got, a great ass deal. Nothing's wrong with it. And the reason, I'm gonna tell you the truth, the reason I got this deal, because it is a salvage title, and the reason for that is because it had an accident right here. If y'all can see the different colors, they changed the fender. So what happened was it had an accident on the side right here. So I happened to get like a real good deal on it. I bought it for $5K cash. And also, it's not a V8, so they could help too. It's a V6. But I bought it $5K cash, and I love it. This is my baby right here, y'all. One of my favorite cars. I always wanted a Mustang, so I'm so happy to have one. The next car I always wanted was a BMW, so that'd be something I get next. I always wanted a BMW. I always wanted the Mustang. I always wanted a BMW. I always wanted a Cobra. You know, you feel me? A Cobra might be something next. Those are expensive, but that's something I always wanted too. Okay, let me let down the hood, and now I'm gonna tell y'all about any further mods I'm thinking about doing to the car. So the first thing I'm thinking about doing in the future is changing the spoiler. I want the spoiler that goes up. I forgot what it's called. This would be something I get next though. It'll be the spoiler. And yeah, I'm thinking about going crazy on the exhaust here. I want to try something different. I want to keep the mid muffler true dual exhaust, but I want to like cut just the mid muffler parts off and put cherry bombs on it. So like I cherry bombed the Impala that y'all saw, the next thing y'all gonna see me do is cherry bomb the Mustang. Coming soon, just watch what I tell you. So I said the spoiler, the exhaust. Oh yeah, my windows are not tinted, so I want to get my windows tinted next. I want to get a sound system. I want to get different wheels. See, it's crazy, man, just more money. Just adding it up, that might be like another 5K what I'm talking about. I want to get like aftermarket wheels for each wheel. I want to get, I think, side 19s. I want bullets, but I want the ones that go in. So it's the bullets that go in, but they black. So I want to get that. I want to get aftermarket headlights now, which is crazy. After spending $200 for the bulb, I want to get aftermarket headlights with the fog lights, because as y'all can see, I don't have fog lights. I also want to get the fog lights next. Oh yeah, and I want to repaint the car. I want to say paint, but wrap. So I want to wrap the car, y'all, and the color I'm thinking about doing is doing same red with the classic white stripes. So I want to do same red with the classic white stripes going straight through the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because I love Mustangs with white stripes. I just feel like that's original, in my opinion. Then I can just keep going on and on about my baby, y'all, because I got more stuff I want to get. Right after I get the stripes, I want to get a hood scoop, but like an actual hood that comes with actual scoops that are usable. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get the ones from American Muscle, because I've seen the scoops you can buy, you just put and bolt on top of the car, but they not like actual ones that are usable, that don't have holes in them. So I want to buy an actual hood scoop, and the only ones I saw was the ones you had to buy the actual whole hood, and they had the hose like pre-cut out and everything. So I might just have to do that, and that is expensive. Them things cost like $600 and up, and that's before it even painted or anything. I want to do that, and that's already too much money, y'all. So this is just a quick video to show y'all the exhaust. I didn't get a chance to do it. And this is how the sequential headlights look. They look beautiful, so this is another reason why I happen to love these headlights, man. I love them. I just told y'all about every mod I got in the car, and why I bought it, and when I bought it, and do I like it, or do I think it's worth the money. I just told y'all all that. I just told y'all like about all the future mods I want to get on the car. I just told y'all how much I spent for the car. So I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll be back with more. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm gonna start making more YouTube videos than I do more often, but this is a good start. And just like that, we out. From 2, let's go. Man, gotta love those Mustangs, right?